I'm back with something happier today. My last few videos have been a little bit of a downer, but today I have something different to talk about. It's headphones, and these headphones are different than ones I've covered before. I've covered in-ear monitors, and I've covered over-the-ear headphones, all Bluetooth. Today I have a pair of headphones from Fiio, I don't know, the EH11. You may have seen a little bit about these around YouTube. They are like the darling of the internet right now, and for good reason. They are super cheap. You can get these on Amazon for about 30 bucks. Plus maybe shipping, because I think they ship from China, so they're probably not going to be available next day, but you can pick them up and you'll get them in a week or so. And you'll probably enjoy them because they're actually pretty good. Even at double the price, these are pretty good. Now, I have them right here. They are super lightweight. They remind me of headphones that we had back in the days of portable CD players. Does anybody remember portable CD players? And you get those headphones. They'd sometimes be black like these, but sometimes they'd be in bright colors. And you got these foam pads covering them up. Just simple foam pads, nothing super special, but they have wood on the ear cups right here on both sides. And these things on here, they're dials. They click. You hear that? So one side controls volume and the other side controls track playback. Super neat. And you've got one button that controls the power. It's a little tiny button, it's hard to see. There's a little button right here. That's kind of hard to see, but you use that to power them on, and then they've got a USB port here at the bottom that you can see. Give you a little closer look. So we've got a USB port here, we've got the light, we've got that button right here. It's a little bit easier to see here. And we've got those lovely wooden ear cups and a little bit of branding. And of course the arms extend. You've got the exposed wire for that classic look. They're really cute and they're super light. They're easy to wear. And so what can I say about these? Well, there's a couple of things you need to think about before you pick yourself up a pair of on-ear headphones. On-ear headphones probably aren't as comfortable as over-the-ear because they're sitting on your ear. So they're, depending on the clamping force, it's going to push on your ear, and that's probably going to get tiresome after a while. I find that the clamping force on these isn't super bad, but I have a small head. So if you have a big head, if you're one of those people where you're extending those extensions all the way in order to fit your head, you may find that these are a little bit uncomfortable after a while. But because they're on ear, you can just take them off your ears and wear them around your neck when you're not listening to anything. And they're super light. They don't fold or anything, but they're small, so they really don't get in the way. So on-ear headphones, if you don't mind on-ear headphones, and I have a couple that I've used the Biodynamic Eventho wireless for years. Those sound great. And I have a pair of wired Think Sound on 2s that I use because on-ear headphones are really great for people with small heads. So if you have a small head, these might work really well for you. And again, if you have a big head, you can buy them, try them, see if they work for you. You don't get a ton of extension. You get like maybe, what is that, like maybe an inch on each side. So they don't extend a ton. So if you do have a big head, you might find that these aren't the best for you. But if they fit your head and you find them comfortable enough to wear during the day or during your night, whatever you're using them for, you'll probably find that the battery life isn't what you're used to, but it's probably okay. They have 30 hours of battery life. Now, if you're used to today's modern Bluetooth headphones that advertise 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, now even 100 hours of battery life, then yeah, 30 hours may sound paltry. But if you're not listening to them all day, you can get several days of use out of these. And they don't have ANC, so there's no variation. It's 30 hours outright. It's not 30 hours with ANC or 30 hours without. It's just 30 hours. So if that doesn't bother you, the style, the on-ear, and then the battery life of 30 hours versus, double, triple that you get with some other headphones, then I think you might find that these are a real nice addition to your collection. They have nice clear sound. they have a pretty decent balance. They're on ear, they're not in ear, and they're not over ear, so you probably aren't going to get that deep sub bass. So if you're really into deep sub bass, these may not be the best for you. But Fiio has an app that you can install on your phone or your tablet, Android or iOS, and you can tweak the sound. There's a 5-band equalizer, and then there's a parametric equalizer. So you can mess around with the sound all day to find what you like best. You can create your own presets, and you can download other presets in the app that have been created already for you. And you can share them. It's a pretty decent app. It's Fiio. They've been making products for years. I've used their Bluetooth DACs and some of their other products for years, and their software is pretty stable. You have the ability to update the firmware in the app, and you have the ability again to change those presets. And that's pretty much it. These don't have ANC, they don't have ambient sound, they don't do anything really funky. They're just headphones. You put them on your head, you listen to some audio. And again, they sound much better than you'd expect for the price. Now, these aren't state-of-the-art audiophile headphones, right? So don't go running out thinking that they're going to beat out your Sennheisers or your whatever else out there that people consider to be audiophile these days, your Focals, your, whatever. It's not, no, these are good in the sub $100 range for this style of headphone. They have a nice clear sound. Again, you can tweak it. They probably err on the side of comfort versus detail. You're gonna hear everything you need to hear, but they're not like the most detailed. It's really about, is it going to give you the treble and it's not fatiguing? You don't have those peaky highs. You don't have that weird sibilance. You just have a nice smooth treble, and you have a nice present mid-range, and then you've got a little bit of that bass roll off, and it just sounds comfortable for all day listening or multiple hour listening, however long you can wear them on your ears before they start to hurt you. I like them. I think they were more than worth the $30, and I really can't find any major drawbacks. Only complaint I really have is on the Bluetooth side. If you pair these up to one device at a time, you probably won't have any issues. Bluetooth range is solid. I was able to walk all around my house, all on my first floor. I was able to keep them connected while in my basement doing my laundry. I was able to go outside and get my mail, which is just past my porch. No problems. Bluetooth connectivity is solid. But when you pair a second device, it gets a little wonky. You may notice that there's a little bit of a delay. Like if I'd play audio on one of my devices and I'd pause it, whether I pause it on the device or I use the controls on the headphones, there'd be a delay when I would pause, and there'd be a delay of starting it back up to the point where I'd miss audio. So resuming playback, I'd sometimes miss like the first 5 seconds of audio, but that only happened when I was connected to 2 devices at a time. Now, there's some other wonkiness there with multi-device support, so you may want to play around with that and see. I was using Android devices. I don't know if it's a difference between, maybe if you use a PC or a Mac or an iOS device, maybe it works differently, but I can tell you that it was a little weird trying to use it connected to 2 devices at a time. It didn't always really want to connect and play like you would expect it to. So it's not the best at multi-device support, but it can connect. And it's solid when you have one device connected at a time. So there's that. What else can I say about them? $30 headphones, they're cute, they're lightweight, they have decent battery life, they have decent connectivity, it has a solid app. I don't know what else to say. If you're interested in this style of headphone, give them a try. Again, you can buy them on Amazon. I'll have an affiliate link in the description for you. Thanks for supporting me. I need all the support I can get. But you can buy them, try them out, see if you like them. And if you don't, it's Amazon. You can return them, right? So I don't see any reason why you wouldn't give them a shot if you're interested in this style of headphone. They're kind of fun. It's something kind of different, right? Always we see the little earbud style and the in-ear monitor style and the big headphone style. Something small and lightweight. You might want to get a case for it, though, if you're going to travel with them, because they don't come with any kind of case. They don't come with any kind of protection, so just keep that in mind. That's about it. They're fun. They're cute. They sound pretty good. I think that's it. Thanks for watching. This is an audio recording test with the Fiio EH11. I'm in a quiet room with no background noise, and I'm going to introduce noise, of course, with my trusty air purifier. I'm going to turn it on to low. It is now on low, and it is in my face. I'm going to blow the air at the headphones to see if the wind is picked up when I'm talking. That's on low. I'm blowing air on the microphones to see if that impacts how you can hear me. Oops, just bumped it. Then I'm going to turn it up to medium. And we've got the air blowing on the microphones to see, does that make a difference in how you can hear? Can you still hear me? Is the wind interfering with how I sound? Am I still clear? I'm going to turn it on high. That's the air purifier on high, blowing it at the microphones. Is that interfering with how I sound? Can you still hear me? Am I clear? That is on high. I'm going to turn it off. And that has been Fiio EH11.